What up, YouTube? It's your boy Mikey B of Mikey B Cards here to share another video with you. I'm very excited for this particular video because I'm gonna kind of show you guys a little part of my collection that I'm pretty proud of. Pretty cool stuff. So a lot of people have asked me, and kind of the roots of why I wanted to make this video is people have asked, Mikey, who do you collect? Like, who are your teams? Who are your players? You know, what are you trading for? What are you really interested in? And that's a hard question for me because I don't really have a specific team that I follow or have to get like everything of. You know, I love the Colts. I'm kind of a hometown Lions guy. I like some other teams as well. But, you know, I don't, like I said, don't have anything in particular with those teams. When it comes to players, there are several players that I love. But that doesn't necessarily mean I try to get every single card of them possible. So what I like to try to do is when I find a player that I really, really like, I try to pick up some unique cards of them. So that might be, you know, one-of-ones or swooshes or tags or something like that. But I love to find like interesting cards of those players, and that's what I collect. So it can be kind of hard to answer that question, like who's your team or who's your player. So today I thought I'd share with you guys one of those players that I PC, and it's because of this right here. This is a Mailday that I could not be more excited to open, and here's why. Usually I let my mail pile up for about 2 to 3 weeks and then I do a Mailday video. I have a bunch of stuff coming in, but that one is the only one that I have in right now. And I know what's in there, and I'm super excited to get it and to see it. So excited that I'm making its own video because that card is going to be so dope. I cannot wait to show it. So here I am. So the player I want to talk about today is TJ Hawkinson. He's a tight end from the University of Iowa, plays on the Detroit Lions. I grew up in Iowa City, where the University of Iowa is. That's why I'm a huge fan. Lived there for most of elementary school till midway through high school. Still am a huge fan of the team. You know, we don't put out 50 draft picks every single year, but every once in a while we have a really good team. We go far, we do well, and that's awesome. So I was super excited this year because TJ Hawkinson and Noah Fant, both tight ends for the University of Iowa, were out in the NFL draft. I knew that they were going to get drafted in prime positions. I was kind of a fan of Hawkinson more just because I thought he was a better player, but really like both of those guys. And then TJ going to the Lions, which is one of our local teams here, I was like, yes, that's awesome. This is like a match made in heaven. So I had to start picking up some cool TJ cards. So what I wanted to do in this video is share with you my absolute favorite TJ Hawkinson cards, some really cool stuff that I have in my collection of him, and then we'll open up this Mailday and add to that collection. So I'm very, very excited to showcase what I got for you. So we'll switch the views here, and let me show you a little bit about some of the Hawkinsons that I have in the collection. So a lot of people ask me, hey, are you interested in this autograph TJ or this relic or whatever? And I'm not one of those collectors that try to get as many cards as possible of a particular player. I'm more suited to try to find the cards that I really, really like, that are like aesthetically pleasing, or to me at least, or unique and so forth. That's really more of what I chase. So I'm going to show you my absolute favorite cards from my Hawkinson collection. So let's start with this one right here. This is absolutely one of my favorites because I love Prism draft picks. I think it's really cool, especially because you get the Iowa, uniform, because it's a collegiate product. And I'm a huge fan of the camo. I just think that's one of the really cool cards in all of the hobby. I know basketball does some really neat things with like tiger stripes, zebra stripes, snake skin, and I hope those come to football soon. But for me, camo is really about as cool as it gets. So this is a Hawkinson autographed Prism collegiate card. It's numbered 11 of 25, and it's from that camo set. The next two cards I got graded because I got them very early in this particular hobby year, and I was really happy with both of them. So the other thing that I really, really love more than just about anything is cracked ice. I just think cracked ice cards are like the absolute coolest. There's just something about them. They look so good. They're so cool in the light. It's just really, really neat. So Legacy a new product for 2019, replacing classics, came out with a very short print cracked ice, and I was very lucky to find this one on eBay at a fairly reasonable price, so I swooped it up, and then I had it graded because I thought the card looked really, really good, and I wanted to get one kind of encased because I think it looks cool. Very lucky to get a Gem Mint 9510, but that bad boy right there is number 4 of 10, so pretty cool card there. And then speaking of cracked ice, wouldn't be a cool list without some contenders. So here is the cracked ice 19 of 23 from Collegiate Contenders. Now, rest assured, 2 cards I am absolutely going to be aiming for here in about a month and a half actually, is going to be the Contenders rookie ticket auto as well as the cracked ice for TJ. I absolutely want to add those to the collection. So this is the next best thing until that comes out. I had this one graded as well. I heard from my guy that does grading that Contenders draft picks are notoriously hard to grade. So I thought we did okay there with a 910. Got a little dinged up in the corners. It was not a card that I pulled myself, so, you know, who knows how it was handled and so forth. But still, 910 is pretty good. The card's not going anywhere. It's going to stay in my PC, so it doesn't really matter what it was graded at. But I love that one as well. All right, let's get into some of the, like, really special and unique cards, and then we'll open up the mail day here. This one is particularly cool because the color scheme is awesome. This is a blue shimmer TJ Hawkinson autograph from Prism. This was in the first off the line product. So literally, we just opened this less than 2 weeks ago. It is a super short print. This is number 1 of 10. What makes this card special is a couple different things. Number 1, I pulled it. So this was actually in a break that I was doing. One of the first Prism first off the line boxes that we opened. As soon as we opened it, I was like, oh man, I got to trade for that. I've got to have that card. That is gorgeous. And one of our regular break members was just so incredibly awesome and gifted it to me from a random act of kindness. So to Jin, I say, thank you very much, brother. I still stare at this card all the time. It's one of my favorite in the collections. The blue of the jersey with the blue shimmer of the card, the blue of the ink. I mean, this is just like, the only thing that would make this card cooler is if it was a 1-of-1, but I wouldn't want to change the colors on it. It's just such a cool card. So love having that in my PC. I am a big true RPA fan, and I'm very excited because Immaculate NFL is coming out very soon, but this is from Immaculate Collegiate, and this is the true RPA of TJ Hawkinson. This is 93 of 99. I have some others with more like basic patches. I love this one because you have part of the Hawkeye patch. So that's actually part of the jersey where it has the logo on it. So I thought that was kind of a cool addition to the collection there. It is an on-card autograph. Really, really neat card. So a true RPA from Immaculate. And what's a true RPA from Immaculate without a true RPA from National Treasures Collegiate? So we have that as well. And interestingly enough, 93 of 99 and then 94 of 99 in this one. So exact same thing, right? It has part of the Iowa logo on it. I thought that was really cool. It's the true RPA from National Treasures. Once again, a really, really neat card. I will probably get a true RPA when National Treasures NFL comes out of Hawkinson as well. That would be one I'd love to add to the collection, as well as an Immaculate true RPA. So pretty cool cards. Okay, so now we kind of get into the really, really cool stuff. So I got this in a trade with a friend of mine and thought, man, this... As soon as I saw it posted on social media, I was like, that would be so cool to have. This is, 1 of 4. It's from Immaculate. The card is like super, super chunky. I think it's like a 360. It actually has the sticker from the helmets that the players wear. And what ANF stands for is America Needs Farmers. So now, you know, this is Iowa. So if you've never been to Iowa, you're not missing a ton, a lot of corn, great people, some of the most friendly people you'll ever meet in your life, wonderful small towns, a lot of cool stuff that's in the state, but, you know, I got to face facts too. It's kind of flat and we have a lot of corn. So farming is a huge deal, obviously, in Iowa and Iowa communities. So it's really cool that the players wear that sticker, and it's just as cool to have that sticker from the helmet right here in this card. I thought that was pretty cool. Now, I would normally say that this is the crown jewel of my collection, but when you see the next card, you might agree with me that that one has a little leg up. This card was everything that I absolutely love, and as soon as it was available, I had to get it. I'm sure I paid way too much for it, but you know, when you really love a card, it's worth a couple extra bucks, and to me, this was worth what I paid for it. So, will someone else pay that much for it? Probably not. Will I ever sell it and get rid of it? Highly, highly doubt it. I love this card because, first off, it's a 1-of-1, Juan de Juan. It's got the Iowa logo in its entirety, and that is the logo from the jersey. So this is the equivalent of like the NFL shield for college, which I think is dope. And it's an on-card auto. So literally everything you could ever ask for in one card is right there. I absolutely love this card. It is one of my favorites. All right, and last one before we get to the brand new one. I don't know what to say about this. Same sort of thing. I'm sure I paid too much for it, but it's kind of a crown jewel in the collection. This is the only flawless card I have of any of the Iowa players. As you can see, it is a 1-of-1, kind of a gold, look to the 1-of-1 there. This card's really cool because it's got 5 diamonds and multiple other gems in the logo. And I'm sorry, but that's just like the coolest thing I've ever seen. As soon as I saw this card in the checklist, I was like, if that card ever surfaces, I have to have it. And I was, once again, very blessed to be able to find it and to grab it. So the sapphires and diamonds are guaranteed. So such a cool, cool card. Really, really happy to add that to the collection. All right, well, that brings us to this bad boy right here, the new Mailday. This was a card that I purchased off eBay. Same sort of circumstance. I was kind of cruising around, just randomly pulled up TJ Hawkinson cards on the bay. This one was available. I sent a message to the person to see if he'd work with me on price. He was super, super nice and did. And I think I got this for a really fair deal. So let's check it out. I'm so excited to add this card to the collection. I cannot wait to see it in person. Obviously, there's a good story behind it as well. Oh, I can just see it now. It looks so pretty. Check this out, guys. Spectra 1-of-1 NFL shield of TJ Hawkinson. Let's take this tape off. Normally, you'd love to see this like protected by a team bag so that the one touch doesn't get a little beat up, but actually it's in really good shape. I might still get a brand new one for it either way, but look at that card. Oh my goodness. NFL Shield, Hawkinson Gold Vinyl. Oh man, that is so cool. That is so cool. 1-of-1. So why did I want this card? Besides the obvious, you know, it's a 1-of-1 from Spectra. It's of my favorite player, you know, all those things. This is actually the first Shield card I've ever owned. Now I had gotten a Shield card in a break, and I had it posted for sale and sold it like as soon before the card got to me. So I got the card same day, packed it up, and sent it in the mail. So I own that other Shield card for about 30 seconds. This one I'm going to own probably forever. So I've pulled a Shield in a break, also from Spectra, interestingly enough, but never owned one. And now I can proudly say that I own an NFL Shield of TJ. Once again, the only other thing that can make this card extremely amazing would be an autograph, but I don't even care that it's not on there. I got plenty of his autos. I feel like the collection is like unbelievable now with both the Iowa Shield and the NFL Shield. So such a cool card. It looks so good. I'm so happy to add this to the collection. Unbelievable. And I'm happy that I got a chance to share it with all you in this video. So there you have it. Now you know a little bit more about me, a little bit more about some of the cards that I collect. And some of the unique cards that I love to look for when it comes to adding to the collection. So thank you for letting me share that with you. I appreciate you watching the video. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel. It really helps it out. You can do so below, as I'm sure you're well aware. You're always welcome to comment. So if you've seen a cool TJ Hawkinson or other card, or if you have a particular card that you love that's part of your PC, I would love to know about it. Write it down in the comments and let me know. So thank you again for watching. I'm going to end this one like I do every video and say peace out. Have a good day, everybody.